Welcome back, guys, to Teching on the Future. My name is Edward Sanchez, and today we're going to be looking at the future of content creation platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and more. They're about to be rocked by one lawsuit that made it all the way up to the Supreme Court. Let's talk about it. We're going to start with the most reliable resource on the internet, Wikipedia. And the case that we're looking at today is Gonzalez versus Google LLC. What happened, some of the background, is that there was a student, went up with an exchange program in Paris and was killed by the Islamic State. They took credit for it. It was a series of attacks that killed at least 130 people. What the lawsuit is alleging is that YouTube is partly responsible for pushing content that created this kind of environment and allowed them to recruit more people into their movement. I'm just going to read off the first paragraph because it's better summary than I could do. In Google, Gonzalez versus Google is a pending case at the Supreme Court, which deals with the question of whether or not recommender systems are covered by liability exceptions under Section 230 of the Communications Act of 1934, which was established by the Telecommunications Act of 1996 for internet service providers, in dealing with terrorist-related content posted by users and hosted on their servers. So essentially, is Google and YouTube, are they able to be sued for content put on their platform and distributed to other terrorist organizations? What this protection does, what Section 230 does, is it allows content providers, platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and a lot of them, and kind of the internet, to be able to confidently monitor with their trust and safety teams what's going on, take down harmful material, but not get sued as liable for the material that is on their platform, as it is striking how much there is. We're going to go on to the next section of how much content actually exists on these platforms. For example, on YouTube, and this is from WYZ Owl, how many videos are uploaded every hour? There's more than 150,000 new videos uploaded every minute, according to adding up to around 330 hours of video. That is almost impossible to kind of monitor and be responsible for as a platform, right? If you had to monitor every single content that was uploaded, it would be a disaster for the company, right? And so that's why this lawsuit is very important, is that it's not only impossible to monitor every single video that gets uploaded. You can have teams to look at them. But if this kind of lawsuit goes forward and companies are now held responsible for the content that their platform has, what ends up happening is that they're going to have a lot less content because they don't want to get sued. In some cases, they might pull back even further. We don't even know the consequences of what that could actually look like. But it is an important question to ask. How responsible are bigger companies like TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook with their algorithms that they're pushing specific content to us? Actually, let's go on to how specifically, what kind of algorithm, or what specifically they push. And it's not really that complicated, right? So their algorithms really just kind of go into your homepage, right? What you're looking at. This is from Sprout Social, and suggested videos. I think that those are very commonplace places that you can see some of the more suggested products that, for example, hey, you liked cooking videos, we're going to show you even more. Or hey, you liked car videos, we're going to show you a lot more of those. And so really their algorithms aren't that, they're obviously complex, right? But essentially they kind of just target and here, just personalization, what your history is, your performance, so your interest in watching a video and how long you watched it, and then some external factors. So their algorithms are essentially catered towards what the user already wants and looks at. Not too much into pushing you content that you might not be interested in, or they have any kind of agenda that they have behind. It's more just, what does this specific user like? How much of it are we going to continue to push in that kind of category? And that's pretty important, because the whole concept of being a creator and suing YouTube for the concept of, hey, you know what? Are there recommendation systems pushing content and becoming kind of their own arbiter of, hey, you know what? Like, they're also a content creator because they're pushing recommendation systems. I think is kind of nonsensical. And when we look at other platforms such as TikTok, they have a ton. These products have tons of monthly active users. According to Walla Room Media, monthly active users on TikTok is around 1 billion users. For Facebook, it's 2.9 billion. YouTube is 2.2 billion, and so on. So these are platforms with billions and billions of users daily, and tons of content uploaded every single day. So for them to be able to monitor their recommendation systems as closely as these kind of lawsuits are saying they should, kind of becomes a matter of, does it make sense, right? Does it make sense for anyone to say, hey, like, yes, you should have the opportunity to not be shown terrorist or sponsored videos that are trying to entice you to grow in there, but also, how do you create an algorithm that does that? And that's one of the biggest challenges of actually creating these kind of software products like algorithms, to be able to differentiate what is a terrorist product, what isn't. For example, if you're going to use keywords to determine, for example, that this is a terrorist product, what keywords we use to find a YouTube video like that using your machine learning model? Could it be the word ISIS, the word, let's say, terrorist, or bomb, or whatever, right? So these are very big words that they probably wouldn't even use, right? You have to like understand that sometimes to even go around the algorithm, that people use certain letters, even interchange letters. For example, changing S to the money sign, or changing the entire word completely, but everyone kind of knows, between dead or unaliving, between blah, 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 or this or that. And so filtering out these videos is a lot of back-end work as well, right? Like using a lot of people and resources in that sense, but also it is a complex issue that we have to really think about, is how responsible do we want to make these companies, and is it fair to say that they bear no responsibility in the future of, well, the internet? Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we will catch you guys in the next one.